Blockchains are isolated. They cannot communicate. Enter Mosaic Highway, bridging isolated networks and seamless, one connected digital world. The future is connecting them.
When people think about making money in crypto, they usually picture day trading or buying and hoping a coin skyrockets. But the real, consistent wealth isn't made by the retail traders. It's made by the people who own the roads those traders drive on, the operators of the network's core infrastructure. Every time you swap a coin or move assets, a tiny fee gets deducted. Those fees go directly to a validator, a computer that verifies the transaction. Because millions of these transfers happen daily, the volume adds up fast. One single Binance validator pulls in over $57,000 in a single day, processing microfees. But you can't just boot up your laptop to collect that cash. Becoming a major validator requires enormous upfront capital. You need millions of dollars in locked tokens, like the 32 ETH required for Ethereum, or warehouses full of specialized enterprise-grade hardware. For decades, the average investor has been completely locked out of this ecosystem. That is why the smartest capital in Web3 is moving away from simply holding volatile tokens. The real objective is owning a piece of those digital toll plazas. If you control the infrastructure, you collect the tolls regardless of whether the wider market goes up or down. To understand where the next major infrastructure opportunity lies, we have to look at how fractured the current system actually is. Right now, major blockchains like Ethereum, Solana, and Binance Smart Chain operate like isolated islands. They do not naturally speak the same language, and they cannot natively share assets. This slide breaks down the core market problem. To move money between these islands, users rely on digital bridges or relayers. But the infrastructure we currently use is incredibly inefficient. These older bridges are notoriously slow, and they often charge massive fees just to process a single cross-chain transfer. Worse than the fees is the security risk. Because most of these bridges rely on a small, centralized group of operators to function, they are prime targets for hackers. In 2024 alone, vulnerabilities in these centralized bridge structures allowed hackers to steal over $1.4 billion in assets. The entire industry is bottlenecked by this flawed architecture. There is a massive, immediate demand for a high-speed, fully decentralized network that can move money across chains instantly without the constant threat of a multi-million-dollar exploit. Enter Mosaic Highway. Built as a decentralized infrastructure layer on Polkadot, it solves this exact security and speed crisis. It is a new standard of infrastructure built to connect the largest networks in crypto safely and seamlessly. This graphic highlights Bloxico, the software company backing the technology. Operating since 2018 with over 100 IT experts, they've achieved 1,100% growth, ranking 9th on Deloitte's Central European Fast 50 list. They have the deep engineering pedigree to pull this off. This diagram illustrates exactly how they solve the security problem. Instead of relying on 20 or 30 centralized nodes like older bridges, Mosaic Highway distributes its validation across more than 6,000 independent relayers, establishing direct connections between heavyweights like Solana, Ethereum, and Tron. By spreading the workload across 6,000 distinct pathways, the network completely removes the single point of failure that hackers normally target. An attacker would have to compromise thousands of independent computers simultaneously, making the network virtually hack-proof. This presentation slide reveals the core opportunity for individuals. Instead of keeping this high-yield infrastructure closed off to institutions, Mosaic Highway allows individuals to own a portion of these nodes and share in 3 distinct streams of passive income. First, there are minting rewards, newly generated coins awarded directly to node operators. Second, there are transaction fees. Every time an asset is swapped across the bridge, a microfee is collected and distributed to the people securing the network. The third stream is where the math gets incredibly compelling: AI arbitrage. Because the network constantly monitors asset prices across all connected blockchains, it can spot tiny discrepancies in value in real time. For example, Bitcoin might trade at $40,000 on one exchange and $40,200 on another. In milliseconds, the AI buys low, sells high, and locks in a $200 profit. Operating across massive decentralized exchanges, it captures thousands of these micro-profits every hour. When you stack the consistent network fees from processing cross-chain swaps on top of this automated AI trading, the result is a highly efficient, multi-layered wealth generation engine running 24 hours a day. You do not need a massive hardware setup or millions in startup capital to participate. Mosaic Highway uses a fractional node system, allowing you to purchase smaller percentages of a full validator's power. You can start with a $100 entry share or scale all the way up to a full $25,000 Vanguard node. It is a one-time investment that entitles you to a lifetime share of the network's generated income. If you want to actively build the ecosystem, there is also an aggressive affiliate program. Up to 80% of the commission volume is distributed directly back into the network of people helping to expand the user base. For instance, if you generate $10,000 in sales through your network, the system rewards you with a full $5,000 Nomad node package, completely free of charge. You can literally earn your way into major infrastructure ownership. This is a rare chance to step out of the retail trading mindset. You stop paying the tolls as a consumer of Web3 and start collecting them as a foundational partner. This final slide visualizes exactly what Mosaic Highway is building: a highly secure, completely interconnected digital highway, bridging the largest economies in crypto. The market will continue to move billions of dollars across these chains every single day. You have a choice. You can continue sitting in the passenger seat paying transfer fees, or you can actually own a piece of the highway. The network is expanding right now. Look at the available packages, find the tier that fits your goals, and secure your stake in the infrastructure of the future today.
Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Vishal Digital Tech for more updates on AI and technology.